Oh, I saw. Well, I'll tell in a minute.
Yeah.
After.
Because I'm gonna do the secretary's report, and then treasurer's report, okay? And then old business, new business, and did you say you wanted to talk about paying our dues to the building?
Do what?
Paying our dues to the building.
Oh, our money to. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
We need to make that a new business item.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Wait till she finishes that.
She can listen to us. Yeah. Because Kurt has to leave.
So we'll call the meeting to order. And I want to welcome all the members that showed up. Well, we have the secretary's report online. If there's any changes, please contact Joanne. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as written? All right. All right. We got it.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
All right, I have a treasurer's report as of 10/26/24. The opening balance is $3,883.02, the beginning of the month, and we had no action during the month. So the closing balance is $3,883.02. Okay, can I have a motion to accept the report? Okay, all in favor? Okay, there's the treasurer's report.
Okay.
And I also turned into her the last month's membership that were here. I turned that into her as well, since she wasn't here last month.
I had a show.
Did you sell it all?
Not all. I pretty well did this week at North Richland Hills Senior Citizen meeting, and I'll say this now, Sharon Stapleton came in. She was in town, and she came in and to visit with me. It was nice to see her.
Good.
How's she doing?
She's doing good. She and her sister and sister-in-law are getting ready to go gung-ho again on their business.
Oh, well, good. Good. All right, is there any old business we need to discuss? Okay,
Well, I guess old business, have we given our donation or yours?
well, that's the new business.
Is it new? I thought it was old.
No,
Okay.
we haven't discussed that before.
All right.
I just wanted to see if there was anybody that had any old business they needed to talk about from last month, okay? So then we'll go on to new business. And we do need to have a discussion about paying what I call our dues to this building. So every year we pay. Hello,
Sorry I'm late.
come on in. Every year we pay to how much is it? Joanne?
We've been paying $500
Yeah. So, and we give it directly to the building, not to.
in cash. We found out.
Yeah, to the Irving Rec Center. It goes to the Irving Rec Center pile.
If we
But
give it in cash,
It goes to this pile.
it goes to this. If we give them a check, they have to turn it into the Irving Center, and it just goes into the general treasury. We did not know that
Goes into the pot.
till one day they said that to LeVarn and said, "I'll go get cash." We didn't know that.
So the question I need to ask, and I'm ugly, but if we give them cash, does it go in somebody's pocket or do they use it?
They use it.
Well, don't they give you a receipt?
Yeah, but how would we know whether it went in their
Well,
pocket?
if
or
we send it to Irving, how do we
yeah,
know?
yeah, well, Irving, yeah.
Can't you, I mean, I give to some charities that do that, they go full, but usually if you can, some will let you put in the memo that I want this to go to, and then they respect that.
No, they don't, they don't,
They won't do that?
they don't do that.
Well, I don't know, Laverne said we want this to go to the people in the area, so, you know, for you to use for the people in the area, so I bet they do. I mean, I trust, these people have been too good to us, I don't think they abscond with the money.
Okay.
And if they do, we don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the discussion?
You just need a motion to pay it.
Well, do you want to pay? That's what I'm asking. Does everybody think we should give them cash?
Yeah. We ended up getting an award, so somebody knew about it. Seriously. we
Well,
would've
yeah,
done that.
that is entirely true. That
So
cuts me
the
down.
Department knew about it.
So that cuts me down. So, all right. So how much are we going to give?
500 been pretty consistent. 500.
500? Okay, I'm gonna make a note for myself.
Because we
Because I have to
cut,
write.
because we
get
cut
money.
down on our membership, we're not building our money anymore, so it may get down to where, to make that 500 every year, we may need to
That's in
up
the
our
future.
membership sometime, but
That's
we're
in the
okay
future.
now, we're
That's-
okay now.
It's in the future. Let's
Yeah.
not worry about the future till the future. Okay, so y'all are authorizing me to pull out $500 cash to give to this organization right here. Hand to
Yes,
that guy in
yes.
cash.
Yes,
Yes.
Motion to accept? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, so as a treasurer, it's up to me to get the $500 and give to them, okay? Can do that, because I got all the treasurer stuff over there. And I made a note to me to do that.
the trick is, do we trust you?
Well, that's your department. Why would you make me treasurer if you didn't trust me?
Because we don't want to do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You have the bank that matches close to your house, okay.
No, I don't have a bank close to my house. It's in the next city.
Well, the next city could be across the street.
Well, I didn't say that. I can go a block and a half and be in another city in my house. Okay, so are we ready for a discussion? Oh, yes.
Because our next meeting is December, correct?
Yep,
December 7th.
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 So that's new business.
That's new business,
Yeah.
yeah, so, are we doing new business
Discussion
for new business?
Okay.
for the Christmas.
Okay, last year we have always done Christmas where we just bring stuff,
Food.
snacks or whatever for Christmas. Okay, so last year we had a big barbecue. However, that barbecue that we had, it was great. We had it
Dickies.
brought in, Dickies, and it was almost $400, right? After
Yeah,
after tip and all.
Yeah.
I don't know that we want to do that.
I
That,
agree.
but we ate every bit that they brought. We thought, we thought we'd have a lot of food left over, but we didn't have near what we thought we would. So,
So you're saying just whatever we bring,
This, yes.
well, that's what we're asking. Do y'all
Yeah.
want to spend the money to get the barbecue brought in, or do you want to go ahead and just bring a dish, like a breakfast dish or a
Snack
huh?
dish, casserole dish,
anything.
Yeah.
whatever you want to
Anything,
bring,
yeah.
bring to eat.
Yeah,
And if we get 16 salads, then we have 16 salads.
that's right.
I think we should do it that way. Just keep it loose, keep it
And-
open.
And do we want lunch or do we want breakfast food?
Both,
Anything.
either
Okay,
or.
okay.
Mix
I
and
have a
match.
casserole you can eat for lunch or breakfast.
So put a note on there, breakfast or lunch.
Okay.
Or brunch.
And our
Or
spouses-
brunch.
and our spouses are invited?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Please.
yes.
And it'll be at the same time. We're not changing the
And
time.
even your son's invited.
But it's the
Easily.
date. remember,
He's a teenager now. He won't wake up for another 3
No, I'm
hours.
talking about you. I'm talking about you.
but I'm talking about if your son is a teenager and somebody says food, he'll be there. Talking about experience with 2 sons.
Oh, my daughters were worse than the son.
No.
No, I wouldn't say worse.
My daughter was picky. She couldn't eat this because she was a dancer, and dancers don't. Yeah, boys would eat anything you could chew.
And some you could.
Yeah. Okay, and the date. Mark the date.
7th?
December 7th.
December 7th. Not for next month now. December 7th.
And if you look on our website, it says December 7th.
Okay, all right. I'm just trying to emphasize so I can remember. Making new notes. All right. Any other new business we need to talk about? We got 2 items down here. Okay, so let's ask the experts. Anybody have any issues they want to discuss?
Okay, my trivet up there, that's the butterfly. Pass that around and see if y'all can tell me what kind of wood that is. Kenneth thinks it's cedar elm.
Doesn't smell like cedar.
Doesn't look like cedar
Well,
either.
it's not, I know it doesn't,
Cedar
but
elm don't smell like cedar anyway.
it's not, yeah, it's not red cedar. Oh my gosh, a customer the other day picked up one of my nativities and went, and I went, don't do that. It was red cedar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, you're
They-
gonna be
yeah.
taking in bad things doing that.
Is that called spalted?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's some kind of salted wood.
Look to me like spalted.
I've had
I don't know.
I've had 2 huge boards of that I love, but I never could figure out what specialty to do.
Do you
So
finish on it or anything, or do you?
this I'm gonna dip in mineral oil.
And then see what colors pop up?
Yeah, but just mineral oil. But because it's a trivet, but other things I haven't. This is the first time I've cut anything out of that wood. I think I got that at one of our first wood shows. That's how long I've had it. But I just couldn't stand to cut it until
What do you finish everything else in?
It's pretty.
I usually dip it in Minwax and then spray it with clear coat. And you know, clear coat, some of them have a different spray top on them now. It's like the kind of the gun type thing. You have to pick which spray you want, which
Mine doesn't know
which.
that.
Well,
Okay.
you can buy that.
Okay.
And I've kind of found out it has a brighter shine.
Does it?
The can itself looks just like my other.
She's asking what wood that is.
But when you spray it, I swear it sprays. It's
Is
No.
that clear that I use?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't bought it recently, so maybe they've changed the
That's a
color.
consensus so far.
Now, spalting is what, a fungus?
Yeah. Huh,
It's very, very soft.
you'd think I would know that, Ron.
well, Kenneth
I don't
thinks
know.
it's cedar elm, but and cedar elm to me always looks different. But I had 2 big boards of it that I just could not make
Does it-
myself cut because I wanted something special out of it. And I thought, well, I hadn't figured it out in 10 years. I better use it now.
Did each staff cut that?
Does it cut?
No.
Does it cut easy?
Yeah, yeah,
Cuts good. And
You
it
know,
keeps a clean
There's an
edge.
app.
yeah.
Well,
With
cedar does.
the blades I use.
Cedar doesn't give you a clean edge.
No, with the blades I use it does.
Oh, okay.
There is an app to identify wood. I don't have it on my phone, but you can look it up. It's something like Lumber ID or something like that. But I don't use it because I usually buy what I need, you know,
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
thing. So, but I heard it's good. I don't know. I've not downloaded it, but sometimes my understanding is you can take a picture of the flat surface and a picture of the grain, and then it'll try to identify the wood. But like I said, I've never used it, but I know there's one out there.
Huh,
Okay, any other discussion about
Oh,
assets?
ID wood.
Is that what it is? ID wood?
But it's $10.
Yeah.
it's what?
$10 to buy, it's ID wood.
Wow.
I think you can also take a picture of it just with Google and upload it, and Google will try and find with their AI now.
Huh,
Okay.
Hey, you might try it with that. If you have an iPhone 15, sometimes you can take a picture of something and you swipe up somehow, and it'll bring up what it is. Because I did that with a bug the other day. I found a bug in my backyard, and I swiped it up, and it told me what it was. And I was like, oh, I have that in my yard.
scary, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So,
You don't wanna know the name of the
And it
bug.
says, this is lethal.
well, it said it was an army worm, and it's very bad for your yard. It's like, okay. So,
Didn't say it was bad for you, just your yard.
just the yard.
My
Which
word.
is no big deal to me because I hate yard work, so
Okay.
you can kill the grass.
So like, see,
I don't
it's
have
the
a problem with
worm's
that.
fault, not
Yeah,
mine.
it's like, yeah.
Okay, so. Brag items, are we ready for brag?
Well, you're going right through, aren't you?
Well, they're sitting there staring at me.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Because Kurt says he's gotta leave early, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna do mine first.
okay, go right ahead, go right ahead. Love for you to do that.
Right. I didn't set up the whole board, but, I was also gonna show,
I wanna see how you made the box.
Yeah, see,
Show the
that's what
box.
keeps me from doing those.
made
Oh,
a storage
wow.
box. I lined it with, the material that, or the stuff that they sell to put on shelves or cabinets to keep stuff from sliding around in there. And I just lay the pieces in there.
They don't slide.
They don't slide. But the board, I started off with a 17-inch square for my chessboard.
You
Yeah.
label it on the inside.
Well, I did put on there handcrafted Arlington, Texas, and
Your
my
name
name
on
when I did it. And then I went in 1/2 inch all the way around and cut out the big piece. And then I glued this backer on there to make the tray. Laid out a 2-inch grid on the board. And laid out that 2-inch grid on the board, and then on the bottom side, I put the grid on it also, and I numbered the back side of the board 1 through 64. And then on the inside of the tray, I did the same thing, 1 through 64, so that whenever I got them cut and stained, I could match the numbers on the back of each piece, and so the grain follows all the way through. And
How did you do orientation, since that's a square?
I don't worry about the orientation. The only thing I worry about on the orientation is where the border is, the grain on the border. So I'll mark one corner up in there on the inside, and I mark the back side, or the inside here, which is, this is where number 1 is gonna be, and I put them in there. I use a watered down acrylic to make my stain so that you can still see the grain.
Raise the
And then
lid one more time. Raise the lid one more time.
raise the lid one more time. Okay. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised it stays that well, even in that sticky stuff. Very nice.
but then the king has got the pointed head.
Anything, is everything good?
and a little taller.
Rags in exchange. I don't think anybody bought anything to exchange.
And what pattern did you use for?
This is a pattern out of Diana Thompson's chess piece, or chess set book. There's 9 patterns in there. This is the second pattern that I have cut of hers, and some of them I'm probably not going to cut. I also have a book of chess patterns by Jim Cape, but I don't like his, so I'm probably not gonna make any of those. But this is gonna be number 5 that I've made and sold so far.
That's a lot of work.
Is that a book that's in the library or?
I don't think there's one in the library over there.
But I have a copy as well
Of the chess set?
of every
Thompson?
books he talked about. You
I've
don't
got-
read books. Did you get the book we wanted?
No. I will buy it today. I got a little busy.
She went on vacation.
I'll shut up so somebody else can talk about their
Patterns.
She was supposed to buy this.
Okay, okay, your dark pieces, what did you stain those with?
watered down barn red acrylic.
No, your pieces.
Oh, the pieces themselves, I didn't stain, I put clear coat on those.
And so what wood did you
The
use?
White pine and western red cedar.
Okay. All right, when I go to Lowe's or I go to Home Depot and try to find western red cedar,
So if you want a western red cedar 2x2.
to me, it is the plainest, ugliest wood, and I don't see how all you people have intarsia made out of it and this beautiful color. Obviously I'm buying the wrong, or looking at the wrong stuff.
Well, some of it, the western red cedar, when I go buy it, I make sure that all of the pieces that I buy are the darker color. Some of them is a lighter color.
They have the stripe through there, half
Yeah.
dark and half white.
And I pick through what all was there until I can find it, how much I wanna buy.
And you get it at where?
Lowe's or
Lowe's.
Home Depot, whoever has it.
Lowe's or Home Depot. Well, he doesn't go one of the lumber yards.
Okay.
Next. Next.
Please.
Who's got the next?
2x2, 2x8.
I brought the clock, and the pattern is by John Nelson. It's out of an old scroll saw book.
Let's see the
The
front.
fall of 2011.
Can't see the front one.
I'm saving that one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And actually, I cheated. This is a clock that I made like a year and a half ago. I'm making some more of them now, but they're not finished. So I've been busy here the last few weeks. My son's fixing to move out, and so he's got a list of different types of furniture he's wanting me to make for him. So.
Oh, gee. Gee,
I'm
how
making
demanding.
Coffee tables and.
Send your note to used store.
Okay.
Anyway,
Nice.
I wanna see it.
Okay, turn that around.
Yeah.
I like that pattern.
yeah, I like it too.
See, that one addresses a problem I have when I make clocks, is the depth of the hand, the clock works. Has to match the depth of the wood, or you have something sticking out the back. You know, but I like that, the way that works.
It's got that little center,
Yeah, I like that.
little round centerpiece there.
That's a better, I think I'll adapt some patterns I've got to do that. Makes it like a little chair.
And turn it back around and show. Yeah, that one's been sitting in my wife's office for about the past year and a half. I just sort of
Well, I'm glad you
got
brought it.
And what wood is that? Do you remember?
I think it's that, was it Lima black? And then some maple.
So what'd you say first?
Lima black.
Lema?
I think it's
Oh,
L-I-M-B-A.
Limba. I never heard of it, I think. Next? Who's next? Come on.
Why are you hurrying?
No, there's things.
My rendition of John Wayne.
I think that cut that same
I should
pattern.
have dusted it
I like
somewhere.
that.
I didn't do a very good
I do
job dusting
too.
it.
I love the
Anyway,
pattern.
I'm not sure I like the pattern, or the, not the pattern, but what do you call it?
Frame.
Framing, but.
I do.
Oh, I like it.
I
Yeah.
do too. I like the framing very much.
Anyway, don't take a picture of the dust. That's my
That's
problem.
what Photoshop's for, right?
Yeah, I get stuff done and then I just leave it in the shop, and as I do more stuff, it just gets dusty, so. But anyway, that's my John Wayne.
That really looks like him.
Thank you.
Well, I've got that same pattern, I think I
Yeah.
had it last,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I got that one.
but I don't have a frame.
That's the problem with keeping stuff in your shop after you do it, you get stuff on it. So anyway.
So you use plywood for the
Yeah.
cut?
Let us see the front, let's, what did you use for the cutting itself?
Oh, the thing is just birch plywood.
Birch,
Yeah.
that thin birch,
And
good
then this
birch.
is just
So did you just make the one copy or did you layer it? Did you make one copy or two copies?
just one. Yeah.
How do you cut thin wood with one copy?
Oh, I do that all the time.
Oh, I don't.
I'm afraid that it'll
I
break.
do that all the time.
I just did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't see that I would
If you
need
get-
2 John Wayne, so I didn't. But no, I didn't have any trouble.
If
Oh,
you
okay.
use the good birch plywood,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't.
That pattern has a lot of things just hanging loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can see this one's popping up a little bit, so I'll probably put a little bit of CA glue behind it, but yeah. But no, I didn't have any problem.
That's pretty
Okay,
easy.
let me see, bring the, I wanna see the frame, how you did the frame.
It's just running it through the table saw.
Mm-hmm.
Just. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should take him out of my shop so he's not so dusty.
So you're gonna do.
Go
all
hang it
of
on
these
your
at
wall.
once?
I don't know. I've got a couple that I'm going to do one for my brother, he and his kids. So that's why I kind of practice on that. But I've got this picture. I'm going to turn it into a black and white one, and then make a pattern to do their family picture. So
Oh,
those are fun. So,
That's a good looking frame.
I like your frame.
thank you. It's a hybrid of something I saw on the internet.
A hybrid.
I would not have thought of that on myself. So.
It's nice.
It is unique,
Yeah.
and it matches the theme of the cowboy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do mine.
Okay, I just got the book, just so you know. I got it on Amazon.
How'd you bring it?
Very small.
Okay, this is MDF with oak veneer, and I made it and I don't know what I'll do with it, but because I don't like them this high, but I used the pattern, I like the pattern, and I thought I'd put it together. But I did find you really need to glue this in, or it pops back out, even though it's tight, you know. So anyway, you know me and fretwork.
Where'd you get the pattern?
Out of maybe store, maybe Steve Good. I'm thinking
Book or?
his website. I think.
Yeah. I've seen something similar.
Yeah, I think it's his website.
Oh, office.
But I like the low ones. I think they're more usable than something this high. At least for me.
What would
And-
you do with that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It's
I
like a
wanted to
baby
make
doll.
it so
It's
I
like a
made it.
baby doll crib.
Well, I put,
It's like a baby doll crib.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought, but
Yeah.
then.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of bathroom or something. or
I
other.
would put flowers in it.
Okay. Of course, every cross I have, I make lower. I reduce the size and make ornaments. And that's where my big sales are coming from lately, are ornaments.
I have to join you one day on your sales.
Uh-huh.
I said I have to join you one day.
Oh, okay. Okay, now, this this is recently in one of the books,
Yeah.
magazines.
Yep, yep.
And this is a piece of wood, and it says it is teak, and it's like glued together for like cutting boards. And I find it at Lowe's, and the board's $40, and I can get about 5 or 6, crosses out of it or whatever. And it's really beautiful wood and easy to cut.
What did you say the wood was? I'm sorry.
Teak.
Teak.
It's what it says. I don't know. I thought teak was real hard.
I thought
but
it was
this just cuts beautifully.
Oh, I didn't buy it because I thought it was hard.
No.
It's not hard.
I thought it was really hard.
Okay, then I've made several of these, and I have a man that ordered 2 of the butterfly ornaments, trivets.
And those are cut one at a time, I've seen.
Oh yeah, anything this thick is one at a time. And on the holes in the wings, I went through and just marked the ones I wanted to cut. This is about half the holes they had on the.
You don't need any more.
This is Charles' hand, and the
Oh.
first one I made was with all the holes. It's just too much, too busy, too.
That's,
So I'm anxious to dip this and see what colors come out in it. But when Kenneth has a gun buddy coming over buying a gun, and they have to come inside I have stuff laying out on my table. One guy took $200 worth of crosses when he left. And then
spend more on your
stuff.
patrol work than he did on his gun.
Well, we have one guy that moved in from, he was a policeman in California. And he has bought a lot of guns here. And Kenneth, is a federal firearms dealer. And so he has to, if he buys a gun, like at a store, it has to be sent to a federal firearms guy. So Kenneth see it, and he has to come in and sign papers on them. So that's why they come.
Wow.
I think it's my time, right?
Okay.
That one, I love that one. With the Viking thing. It's from an old book, like a super old book.
Okay, these are a couple of crosses that I did out of a book called Holiday. I'm not quite sure why there are crosses in there, but I'm still working on Easter for the holidays. And this is out of another book. These 2 guys, they had them on the same page, so of course I cut both of them.
Okay, so what's this, what's that one? That one, I can't see, oh, and a horse.
Viking horse and Viking boat. And then the varnish is not finished. I only got 1 coat of varnish on it before it was time to
Looks
go.
good. Looks good. Even those
But
ones.
they need some more varnish. So, okay.
The last one, because mine is more of a giveaway. I forgot to bring stuff last week, when we were supposed to do giveaway stuff. So, grab some. These are already prepped blanks that I decided I'm not in onions. Because I made some, and they'll just have an ornament. There you go. They're only together because of the same size, but they're prepped. You can stack them or not stack them, it's up to you.
Would you like some to try some?
Yes, I would.
There you go.
What about you? Take a couple. Several, because, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll find something
There you
for
go.
you.
Okay, okay. What about you? You want to try to pick some ornaments?
Sure.
Take a couple.
Those are great sizes for,
Yeah, you got this,
rid-
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I want
Yes,
several.
yes, grab what you want too.
Okay, we'll,
you got this clear cellophane on it.
Yep.
Is that just to keep it
That's the
from
no, that's the shelf thing to cut, so you can put your, that's the way we usually do
Oh,
it.
put the pattern.
Put the pattern right on it, yeah, then it'll come off.
Okay.
And let me tell you, if you put that, I found out that if you put that clear on the inside between the layers, it I'll do that when I'm mean to do it on the top and the bottom, and I end up wanting it before I glue them together. It holds that so steady,
That's the way I always do it.
you almost can't get it apart.
I put plastic on both sides of each piece and then glue them together.
On each piece, sure as bad as,
Front and back.
huh, okay.
And then I glue the pieces together. And it doesn't matter what kind of glue, because you're gonna rip it off anyway.
So what kind of glue do you use?
Whatever happens to reach my hand.
Well, I
have a
mean-
whole bunch. Different kinds of.
Not just spray glue, but white glue?
Sometimes.
Huh,
Spray glue sometimes. That AE 6000 sometimes. It doesn't matter, because you got the plastic on there, and you're gluing plastic together. You're not gluing wood, you're gluing plastic. And then when you take it apart, you just rip the plastic off.
but I'll tell you,
Also, whenever you start cutting like that, it makes the feathers less inside when you put the.
It-
I would expect it would, yeah.
Less sanding.
I hardly sand mine, I mean, I sand mine on a disc sander.
Now, when I was here last time, I did some of those, and I put tape on the back and front.
Yes.
I said I shouldn't have done
Why?
that.
Tape?
Why?
What kind of tape?
With green tape.
Oh, tape, instead of clear coat, and you find that stuff in, where the,
Well, I bought some shelf linings.
Yes,
from the toy shop
yes.
I'm talking about, and I tried to use it, it did not stick well.
okay, brush your sand, any sawdust off, and then I take a piece of wood and burnish it.
Yeah, I have a roller, but you can use, like she said, but I just happen to have a roller.
I just have,
And
On
you
top
just
of
use the
plastic.
glue that's on the shelf stuff.
Put the shelf paper down,
not glue it,
hard,
stick it.
Yeah,
yeah,
but,
and it stays.
well, the trouble I had was when I did thin things, that came off.
It what?
When I did thin cuts that.
Well, sometimes it will come, I mean, sometimes, but you just kind of tear that piece off and go on to the next.
You buy it at Walmart on a roller.
Well, I bought one and it was a roll, shelf paper, clear.
Shelf, clear shelf
And I
paper.
don't know if there's different kinds of clear shelf paper, but I wasn't real happy with it.
As long as it's.
Well, you have to burnish it with like I have a piece of wood, I have lots of pieces of wood, and just rub it, and that'll make it stick better. But you have to take it, I have a paintbrush right there, and I brush everything, the dust off, or use air on it and blow the dust off
Before you put the tape.
before you put it on, yeah,
And then
yeah.
you do the roller or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Or your hand, you know,
Yeah.
and just put it.
The trouble is, when you burnish it like I do, it's hard to get it off then. I mean, it comes off in little pieces.
Yeah, well, yeah, I might do that,
But one time, they didn't have any of the clear, and I happened to buy the kind and thought that they'd quit making the clear, but they obviously haven't. That had like wallpaper coloring on one side and the clear on the other side. And man, that came off real easy. I guess because it,
I like the clear because I like to see the green.
yeah.
I was enjoying when I had the Zexaron, whatever that is.
Yeah, that little printer.
Printer stuff.
Yeah.
You stick it on.
Is that wrong?
But they quit selling
Yes, they did.
repositional.
Yes.
They did.
And I have found places where they say they're selling it, but they're not.
Yeah.
I got some that was permanent that came in.
And how'd that work for you?
Well, it's okay, I don't put the permanent directly on, I'll put it on top of something I put under it.
Oh, really?
But
I
I
put the
don't,
tape on it and put the picture on it, that's fine.
I do the glue and just put the plastic and put the glue.
Well, I really like the other, it seemed to work pretty well, but
I got two of those equipments, a small one and a large one. I can't get the paper for it, and I said, forget it, I'll do this.
Sure.
And Clara in Tennessee can't get it either, so she hadn't had any
I
luck.
tried, I ordered some and it came, they sent me permanent. I told them I didn't want it, so I sent it back.
Yep. I had issues with them as well, so I just said I'm not fooling with the company anymore, and do something else.
Well, they happened during the
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, so I'm
And
sure they're
apparently
gonna
they
get
couldn't
the
get
back.
some kind of ingredient tank that they were using in their repositional.
So I'm finished with them.
Well, I keep trying.
I just
Every once in a
print-
while I
I
find
make
something that
stickers
says
of the other
repositional.
ones from the minis. You think
I
are
just
on-
print them on
So
my
I
printer.
have taken the permanent, put tape over it first and then put the permanent on
Yeah.
it.
Yep,
And
yep,
that works.
yep.
But therefore, that's more expense, more time, more,
Not
Yeah.
that much.
well, but I mean,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
You don't have to do that if you have. a-
But you were saying some of your tape would left sticky on it, where this stuff does not. You were saying that last week, that you were asking what to do.
About sticky.
I had green tape on both sides.
Was it the underside that had,
It had some kind of trouble. Some things breaking loose. Okay.
Cause the green tape is that painter's fogger.
Well, I got that because, when I was looking at sharpening, they said that green tape is smoother. And,
And I think it has less sticky on the
It
back
lasts.
whenever you pull it off.
yeah.
Well, cause it's painter's.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
there's always mineral spirits to get that sticky off with.
But it's another process. You got another step to
Well, I
take.
haven't, yeah, yeah.
So,
But, look, some of these things, they have some things hanging out in Wonderland with nothing touching them, very thin, so I had to modify the.
Yeah, I'm doing a great big cat face for my grandson and his wife, and very delicate, you know, the whiskers and and I've gone piece by piece, and I'll do part of it, and I've left part of it that's holding all that to the very last cuts I do, but I've got to get the frame set up to put it in. I have a frame from actually a resale shop, a big frame, and this thing's huge. The trouble is the frame's so heavy, I don't know about giving it to Lane and having them try to hang it on the wall, you know, when it's that heavy. So,
well, you put wire on it, maybe it'll work.
How did you put the pattern on that?
well, that's an idea, but it'd
Yeah.
still be heavy.
Yeah.
Shelf
And
paper.
buy them the
What?
anchors
Shelf
for it.
paper.
Yeah.
Go to-
And then I
when you give them the
spray-
thing, give
spray
them
glue on the back of the
anchors
pattern
that
and
are
put it on
rated
Contact
that way.
cement on the back of it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I only use, cause I have some artwork that I don't want falling, so I buy anchors that are rated at 50 pounds, even though the thing isn't 50 pounds.
So anchors, what,
Anchors,
mean to the
things you
wall?
actually put into the wall, they're made for pictures, and you can get them up, 50 pounds, even 100 pounds, cause I've put some really heavy stuff on the wall before. And just get the ones that are rated for more than what you're saying.
okay.
You can get it at, like,
And
go to
use
Ace
wire.
Hardware, just ask them, they've got them, and it's the whole thing, it's like the little thing and the things that go over the wall.
Well, I think.
The
Home
Molly
Depot-
bolts.
Yeah,
I think Home Depot and Lowe's carries those.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you just
Probably
have to
so.
get them rated for,
You know, if I'm not looking for something, I don't know what else is in the store. I mean, I go in and I get what I want, or I could spend a fortune
Well,
in
that
those
sounds like a
places.
man, not a woman.
I know.
But don't send me to a fabric store, but you know, or a sewing machine. I don't watch sewing machines being demonstrated at all. Cause I'll walk out with one. But, yeah, okay, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
so when you give them the gift,
Well, I've
give
gotta-
them what it is to hang up.
I've gotta finish this so I can at least give it to him for Christmas.
And put the wire on the back.
Well, he has never asked me for anything, really. And he leaned over and he said, "We want some cat art to put on the wall." They'd moved to a new apartment. So,
Of
this,
course you did.
this one's, I mean, it's big. It's like, oh,
Where'd you get it?
it's probably a Charles hand pattern.
So it's got a lot of detail
A
inside.
lot.
Roman
With a
Charles
lot of
hand.
blank places that
Yes.
don't hold,
Yes.
that you've gotta attach those or they'll fall apart.
That's Charles hand.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know who cuts his stuff for him, but his stuff is hard.
He cuts his, remember he came to the meeting?
No, that was Deer.
Charles did.
Deer, yeah. Charles
Okay.
Hand is I don't know
Okay.
where he's
Yeah,
from.
but his work is. Okay.
So two of our main artists have died in the last.
Yes, I meant to mention that. Judy Gale Roberts.
Judy Gale
passed
Roberts
away.
died.
Oh, really?
Yes, she passed away. I think she had cancer, I'm not sure, but I think
She had hundreds of patterns.
They said her school's gonna continue.
Yes.
Doing that.
I
That,
think-
they did say her school's gonna continue.
Yes.
See, I've never been up there,
This is
so.
the last magazine, it was her last, her
Some of the
last
schools got a
article.
long
to write.
waiting list.
And so the editor used his whole page to talk about her, saying that it was fitting that, we have one more article from her. And they checked the school and they said the school is gonna continue.
I guess
think it's her
she's
husband
trained
and her
enough
son.
people.
Doesn't she have a son? It's her
I don't know.
husband and her son.
I know somebody else is up there. I know
Yeah.
she has somebody that's her partner or whatever.
Mhm.
But then Dinah Thompson died last year.
Really?
I didn't know she had.
Well, I didn't know either until this
I didn't-
one of the last magazines, and it says the late Dinah Thompson, and I went.
I didn't know. I knew
And
she
they
was
said,
ill.
oh, well, actually, she died. I mean, somebody checked it out. I don't know. Looked up her obit, I guess. Said she actually died in 22. But I guess she had enough articles that they kept running in the magazines without saying that she had passed away.
I knew she was
And
ill
she-
as well. She's
You know,
down.
Faye and I did her demo at the
Yeah.
wood show
Yeah.
because she'd fallen and broken her arm.
Yeah.
So we did the demo for
She-
Dinah Thompson. She's real nice. Yeah.
She lived down close to where I used to live,
Uh-huh.
within an hour's drive of my house.
And so y'all just cut patterns out?
Well, we showed how to do compound cuts.
We did a compound.
Yeah, yeah.
She was doing it.
No.
Well, no, she wasn't. She didn't come at all. She had just broken her arm and had to get surgery